A lot to do, a lot of phone calls, a lot of Shaun White. So we maybe hit on a little nerve here. Bob and Robert in New Canaan, Connecticut. Bob, good afternoon. How are you today, pal? Okay?
I'm doing okay, Christopher. How you doing today?
All right there, Robert. Good to hear from you again. Now let me hear what's on your mind. Fire away.
Well, I got to be honest with you. I got to take you to task on your take on Shaun White.
Well, you're a big skier. This is a guy now who spent his years going up to Vermont every weekend to go ski, and he used to have this dilemma about Giants football because he loves them. He had to be on a ski slope. So he is going to give you the pro skiing theme. Let me hear. Go ahead.
You have one amazing memory, dog. Well, obviously, my kids were skiers. I spent all that time around ski racing. But I can tell you, I also spent a lot of time around kids who were training in the half pipe. And the kids that get to the level my kids got to, which isn't 1/1000th of what Shaun White has gotten to, go to camps. They go to, summer camps where they go ski in the mountains, British Northwest or down to Chile or something like that. And huge parts of all of that is while they're working on their race training or their snow pipe training, they're also working on cross training. They play soccer games. They play basketball games. The coaches are all about getting their athleticism developed. And the one thing that I got to I'll talk about Tiger Woods, who would sit there with a snowboard while he's watching Lindsey Vonn ski. I don't know if LeBron's ever been on skis. I know Phil Mickelson has been. I don't know about football players. I don't know about any of them. But I can promise you this because I've done it. If any one of those guys at any level that they felt they could snowboard or ski dropped into a half pipe, they wouldn't get 1/3 to 1/2 the way up that wall, much less to the top, much less.
No, they're acrobats. I'm not disputing that. They're acrobats. Now, you seem to think that they are good in other sports. Why wouldn't I believe? See, Tiger could be good in other sports. LeBron would be good in other sports. LeBron would be a great tight end. LeBron would be great in other sports. What sport would Shaun White be good in?
Dog, what I'm telling you is part of the training throughout the course of their entire life got them to the top of their sport, whether it be the half pipe or whether it be downhill skiing.
Would they kick the soccer ball? Would they kick the soccer ball around?
Was a major amount of cross training in other sports.
Would they kick the soccer ball around at 7 years of age? That's not being athletic. Is that what they did? Doggy, I'm talking about they go to school just to do this, and they have to play 3 other sports while they're at the school. They go to summer camps, winter camps. They go to training camps, and they're not just on the snow. They're on other athletic type of vehicles, whether it be courts, whether it be fields. These kids are athletes at the highest level you can imagine. I promise you. Right.
Just because you can't picture him swinging a golf club doesn't mean he couldn't swing a golf club if that's what he chose to try to learn how to do.
I'd have to see. Believe me, I'd have to see that. I'd have to see that. And again, there's a lot of people who think being a golfer is not being athletic. So I understand that, and there's some truth to that too. By the way. All right, so there's Robert, who tells me I'm crazy as far as White is concerned. Here's Dr. Bruce. He's in Aspen, Colorado, so you know where he's going to be coming from. Doc, good afternoon. How are you today? Let me hear.
Hey, how are you?
Fine, Doc. Let me hear what's on your mind now about Shaun White. Fire away.
Well, I've watched Shaun White since he was 14 years old, and it's unbelievable what kind of an athlete he is. And the problem with I love baseball, I love football, I love basketball, but when you talk about football and you talk about basketball, those guys aren't necessarily better athletes. They're just bigger. You can't get to that level without size, okay? And so here's Shaun White. Obviously, he's not going to be a great basketball player because he's probably 5'8". But what he can do, I've been in a half pipe. I've never even been to the top of the lip. And for these guys to do a 1440 with an invert over and over again, I mean, that's athleticism at its core.
No, they're acrobats. I mean, if you want to say an acrobat is athletic, that's fine. I don't have any problem with that. Say that. Burt Lancaster did the same thing. He was a great athlete. You could say that, no problem. But if you're asking me, do I think that Shaun White would be impressive playing half-court basketball, my answer would be no. If you're asking me, do I think that Shaun White could play in an amateur baseball league and play center field, the answer is no. If you're asking me, do I think that Shaun White could play, quality tennis, the answer would be no. And do I think he could hit a drive 300 yards? The answer would be no. Now, Robert disagreed, says I'm crazy, and you obviously feel the same way.
But would Federer be good at anything else besides tennis?
But who now?
But with Roger Federer.
Yeah, Roger Federer would have been a professional soccer player. He was that good. Played in every league in America. Could have been in the Premier League in soccer. That good. That good.
Well, who's the best athlete of our generation?
I just gave you an answer. Be Federer. Federer would be he was in leagues at 13 or 14. He could have been a professional soccer. That's how good an athlete he is.
But
Bodie
Miller's the best athlete of our generation, period. Never been a better athlete.
Can Bodie Miller do anything else besides ski? LeBron would be the great athlete.
He's a better soccer player than Roger Federer was.
No, he's not. What, are you kidding me? How about Nadal? You want to tell me Nadal can't play soccer? You want to bring up that? That's not fair.
They put Bodie Miller against other athletes and put 10 different sports, and he won 4 years in a row to the point they canceled the competition.
Where was this? A Superstars thing? I must have missed it.
Yeah.
Where was that?
Nobody could beat him. You can Google it. Yeah, it was one of those superstar things. No other athlete could touch him in anything.
No, LeBron couldn't touch him. So LeBron is not a better athlete. So LeBron is not a better athlete than Bodie Miller? Is that what I'm supposed to believe?
Not even close.
Oh, come on now. No, come on now. No, come on now. That's not fair. LeBron would be a starting tight end in the NFL. And he's the best basketball player, third or fourth best in the history of the sport. Now, don't compare Bodie Miller to LeBron. That's not fair. Did Bodie Miller ever win a gold medal, by the way? I know he usually imploded at the Olympics. Did he win a gold medal? Or a couple of silvers? I don't even know. You tell me. Did he ever prove that he won a gold medal? Because let me look that up. He may have. 2010. He won one gold medal.
Alpine skiing at the 2010 Winter Olympics.
Winter Olympics. Bodie happened to win one. All right, very good. 19 in front of the hour. We continue. Mad Dog.